Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. Just thought I'd put up a last video before we go off to Dubai. We're living on Sunday, so I'm away for a week, my wife's away for 2 weeks. We were actually going to do the exhibition in Dubai, but because of this coronavirus, it's been delayed now until September, but unfortunately Emirates won't give us the flight money back, or we can't move it up till September. It's not their fault, I suppose. So we're just going to go and have a holiday, have a break and get some nice sun on our back. Hopefully it'll be between, I don't know, 28, 29, who knows. So we'll sit by the pool, have a few drinks, go out, enjoy ourselves. So hope you enjoyed the video. Now that you'll see at the end the track day car's running. It's obviously not finished yet, we've got to do some wiring on it. But I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you in a week's time. So take care, bye for now. So the brake lines are in there, you can see coming down to the front, and then going around the front of onto that wheel, onto that brake. The throttle cable we have to put in tomorrow, just have to drill a hole in there and find a nice path for it. We fitted on the, excuse me a second, we fitted on the isolator. It's fitted from front to back now, the lines. Had a little problem, we bled the brakes and the clutch, all worked fine, and then realised that a couple of the unions are wrong, a couple of these hoses. We can make them work just for now, and I'll get new ones. You might see here that this has got a flat nose on it, and it should be round. We need them the same length, so I'm going to check now, see if I can get them from Mini Spares. So the idea is that these flexes go into this black anchor point that you see, so you can still move the pedals backwards and forwards. And so this one down here is the clutch, and the other two is the front and rear brake. Then it comes up to this bias valve here. And yeah, as I say, we did have it all bled up, so we know the system works. It just we needed to modify a few things. Take it back out. I don't know if you can just see up there, they're down at a slight angle now. Before they were straight, and they were catching, so we just had to modify that. But we'll get it sorted in the morning, put the steering back in. We might be better to give it a run tomorrow afternoon with a bit of luck. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But as I said, we had a clutch and a brakes and front and back brakes on it, and that's the only issue with these having a separate cylinder for front and back brake. Which is something you need to think about if you do this on a track car or whatever, because then what happens is if you bleed the front brakes and you get a good brake on them, it's now difficult to put the pressures on it. You know, it's obviously hydraulically locking, and it means you can't do the back. What we did, in fact, was used the same cylinder to get fluid right through this back line to the rear brakes underneath on the subframe and the radius arms, and then popped it back on and just bled a little bit of air out of it. But it seemed to work. But it is something to think about. Yeah, and then with the red Mini, fuel tank's there, and it's running off its own steam. Got a few jobs we need to do on it, but generally that's it all in. This is the H&H with the coil pack on it. It needs some new leads, we had to use them from some spares upstairs. We've put this style heater on it. This is one we took off a car, but I have to get a new offset for it, so I'll get one from MED, an aluminium one, and then I'll put the aluminium one onto the track car and put the black one on here, because it's black and red everywhere. Try and keep them together, and it'd be nice if I did two aluminium things together, and everything else is working. All the pipe work is in, and it runs like a top. So there we go. Here's a little update. This is the gel battery that's going in the car. So what I've done is I built a box section where it's really tight in there, and then it's got a strap that goes across, you can see there, down side. We put it in this side obviously to counterbalance having somebody in the car a little bit, not much. All this is in. Here's we've changed the bar. That thread was just a pain in the arse, and it's easier just to pull it forward. Throttle's in. There's the linkage. Everything works. A little issue with the accelerator pedal with that big bonnet spring in it. It's kind of working as an RPM throttle adjuster at the moment, so something we have to look at. Everything else is in there. What we're doing now is we're putting the control panel, which is this one here. This is what's going in the car, and it's going to go right in the centre. You can see I've made this aluminium box up, so there'll be again an isolator inside, start, pump, ignition light, and so on and so forth. And I just need to go down tomorrow and get some self tappers to go into the box section. What I'll then do on the back, you can see here, what I'll do is I'll put holes and grommets in it. We've got the grommets. We did have the grommets. Ah, they're away, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so we're going to put some grommets in here for all the cables to go in. And I'll make the side pieces tomorrow. It's all aluminium and bending. I've been bending in this. Here you can see. It's 2mm, but I have to say it bends extremely easy. Is it? It's 3mm, isn't it? Oh, it's 3mm. No, it's 2. This is 2mm aluminium, but you can see how easy I can bend this. I can put it in and bend it quite easily. You can see this is from Frost Restoration. It's not particularly well made, but as you can see from that T-bar, I think they could have at least put it in the centre. But literally, you can lift it up and bend it, the aluminium, so there's no sweat. And I can make a sharper corner if I want. But as you can see, that's a bit of offcut. Okay, what else have we done? Throttle cables in now. The pressure gauge, but the pump isn't good enough. The pump I've got isn't good enough, so I'll have to get a better pump than that. Yeah. So we are definitely getting closer to giving it a run. That battery's absolutely solid, really. I mean, it's so tight in here, it wouldn't even come out even if it turned upside down there, but anyway, it's not going anywhere. Solid as a rock. So there we are. And yeah, I think the centre is where it's going to go, and you can actually operate it even with a harness on, so that's where it's going to go. This was a thing I made yesterday. This is a piece of tubing, and you can see that that's held onto that blanking plug for the vacuum. So I just made a bracket out of it to keep this nice and straight, so it looks nice. We've just got to coil this up before we put it in. And then we'll probably attach it somewhere here. Yeah, so there we are for now. This is our ignition system up here, the little purple wire. All the cables are in. So it comes off that. We've only put a bit of fuel in it just now, checked everything. Going to give it just one blast up the road, but not too quick, because the throttle's Stab the brakes. Good. That ticks over really nicely considering. Yeah. Don't go too crazy because it'll spin the wheels. And you'll have to yeah, and you have to this is for pull. You'll have to feather the clutch maybe as well. A quick in and out so he can't see it next door. Right, here we go. Go on then, you're alright. Here it comes. Oh, he stalled it. Told you how to feather the clutch. Is it quick? Is it quick? Hey?
But we don't have a roll.
No, there's nowhere to go with it to test it. But that, you can't put the throttle all the way down. Okay. Yep. I'll give it another shot. He's trying to take it easy with the throttle because you're still running this engine in, so. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, he's reversing it up. There he comes.